I think this stuff is interesting. I think this X token could be fucking huge. And right now, it's cheap as fuck. It's only 75 cents a coin. We've saw it as high as $1.30 a coin. X token. It's fallen back, and hopefully it's flattening out down here. Hopefully we're finding a place where it can just flatten out and people can start to accumulate, because the rewards on X token are amazing, and I really do like what they're doing, because it's helping with the exact problem of staking, restaking, tax issues, moving things around in liquidity pools, and that's exactly what this X Uniswap 3 LP fungible convenient liquidity provision for Uniswap version 3 and the Uniswap version 3 X token is going to do. Uniswap version 3 is a major step forward for on-chain liquidity provisions, endowing market makers with a newfound level of control and precision. While the advantages of V3 are clear, the immediate LPX liquidity providers experience challenges are apparent as well, namely the non-fungibility of liquidity deposits, the manual fee collection and compounding, and the higher technical expertise required of LPs. With that in mind, we're excited to announce XU3LP, our first generation solution for providing liquidity on Uniswap version 3. To start, we'll be launching with 5 stable pairs: XU3LPA, XU3LPB, XU3LPC. So at first, Uniswap is only doing Uniswap version 3 around these stable coins. There's going to be UPC, D, and E. Oh, wow. They're going to have 5 different stable pairs. WBTC to SBTC. WETH to SETH. Oh, wow. That's a thing? I didn't even know they had stable ETH to ETH pairs. All funds will be allocated to the pool that charge a 0.05% fee on swaps. You'll notice the price ranges at the end of each pair. For those unfamiliar with Uniswap v3, liquidity providers will be required to specify a relative price range. Then they're willing to make a market. Although we're launching with pairs that are expected to trade within a very small range, still be some strategy and logic required to specify those ranges. We've left placeholders XXX for now. However, we've commissioned an independent research analysis to determine the maximal capital efficient range parameter for each pair. Well, that's really fucking interesting. Based on backtested data from Curve and other analysts, these ranges may change as well as we gather more information. Uniswap version 3 hasn't even launched, so there's uncertainty, but we're committed to a data-based approach going forward. We're excited to launch XU3LP on mainnet shortly after Uniswap version 3 launch in May. For now, keep up to date with XToken and XU3LP development on Twitter and Discord. I mean, I think that's really fucking interesting. And like, to better explain what X token is, like, let's go through the 1-inch powerful yield. The guy from X token, actually Michael J. Cohen, the person who wrote this, Michael J. Cohen told me reading the article on 1-inch and the article on Aave that he wrote would really help explain what X token is, what are its use cases, and why they're here. So here's what he said. I've learned anything since 1-inch launch, its governance tokens on Christmas Eve. It's that the project is a cash generating machine. 1-inch's aggregator is the homepage for whales, providing a dynamic algorithm for getting the best fill. And 1-inch's liquidity protocol is a new flavor of DEX, capturing a share from front running and arbitrage profits on behalf of liquidity providers. Wait, what? Is a new flavor of DEX, capturing a share of front-running and arbitrage profits on behalf of liquidity providers. Isn't that any liquidity pool does that, though? If you're going to front-run a trade, you got to trade before it and pay the fee, though, right? Early in this DeFi bull market, these protocols are generating real yield for 1-inch token holders, and with several new features teased by the core team, 1-inch token is making its case for inclusion in the DeFi blue chip conversation. Well, the project is as dynamic as in any space. Staking, claiming, restaking. 1-inch is tedious, not to mention expensive and somewhat technical. Additionally, 1-inch's elaborate and quite clever governance apparatus is difficult to navigate, even for the most crypto native among us. Finally, directly staking 1inch locks your position in the governance contract, while you receive staked 1inch token as an IOU. Your staked 1inch are not directly accruing and compounding fees as you transfer exchange them across the system. They're going to cut out all of that for you at X token. With the pain points in mind, we're excited to announce Xinch, a set it and forget it, auto claiming and compounding wrapper for 1inch staking is live on the X token market. So this is what they're doing. For all these other tokens where you have to stake and unstake and claim your rewards and worry about all those tax situations, they're going to do it for you. And because of all the fees, they're going to do it on such a large scale that you're not going to have to worry about all the gas fees, doing all the various steps you need to do to roll everything over and to, maybe, add ether to roll everything over to unstake and claim and then to restake and everything like that. They're taking all of that out of the situation as well as the governance side of things. They're handling all that for you. So why 1inch? Like I just said, lower gas costs. Your returns are going to compound faster. So they're going to make sure that they're compounding as fast as possible. You're not going to have to worry about, oh, every Friday I need to log in and compound my returns, or once a month I need to log in and compound my returns. No, they're automatically doing that for you. No mental overhead. You don't need to take care of that. All your collateral's liquid. It's not locked up in any way, shape, or form. You don't have to worry about vesting periods or anything like that. They handle all that for you. And Xinch, the X token of 1inch, is liquid at any time. It's more tax efficient. You should only have to pay taxes when it comes to entering your Xinch token and selling your Xinch token. You don't have to pay taxes as if you were to buy the 1inch token. You'd have to pay taxes when you claimed rewards. When you claimed your rewards. So let's just read that here. In many countries, the action of claiming your rewards qualifies as a taxable event. Additionally, this claim is often registered at the full tax rate, not the lower capital gains rate. To add insult to injury, many investors will have to send a laundry list of microtransactions to their CPAs, one for each claim. Xinch fixes this. There's only 2 transactions, in and out. Your rewards compound tax-free until you're ready to sell. Please consult with your tax advisor before making decisions on this basis. And then they're also going to represent you in the governance of whatever token you hold. So they launched Xave. We introduced a new approach called the mandated governance. Their goal is to give investors of X assets a voice in governance, even if they aren't actively participating in week to week. As such, we're excited to continue building on the mandate governance with Xinch. So for governance, they have 2 separate instances of Xinch, each with their own philosophy of governance. Over time, we hope that each mandate, the Buchanan and the Samuelson, become their own institution, which decisions supported by core principles and precedent. We discuss our high-level intentions for our approach to governance at Xave and launch in the blog post there. Xinch A is aligned with the Buchanan mandate, where voting decisions making deliberation is anchored around the doctrine of center-right economist James Buchanan. Xinch B is aligned with the Samuelson mandate, where the voting decisions making deliberating is anchored around the doctrine of center-left economist Paul Samuelson. 2 funds will be voting as such. So Samuelson wants higher swap fees of 0.35%, whereas Buchanan wants 0.2% swap fees. Same decay time. Samuelson wants a higher referral reward, same governance reward, but higher price impact fee. And then the reward distribution, Samuelson takes away from governance and it gives 5 points to operation and 10 points to referral. Why become a liquidity provider? Earn double fees. Staking plus LP fees. On your 1inch exchange, contribute to X tokens for growth. Automating market makers like 1inch liquidity protocol provider, another entry point for investors in X access, making investing easier and enhancing X token presence in the ecosystem. And when we launch XTK native token, we'll be heavily incentivizing secondary liquidity for X assets, so you'll be situated to earn. I'm very interested in getting in some of their other pools. Like I want to get in the Aave pool and the 1inch pool. I think I'm going to choose the Samuelson mandate for both of them. Although you see here on the 1inch pool, more people chose Buchanan mandate. It's crazy. You can see assets under management for each one too. So like looking at the two Aves, there's 6 million for Ave A and there's 8.1 million for Ave B. And it's even more spread out for 1-inch. X-inch A has $10 million in it. X-inch B has only $2 million in it. 10 million, 2 million. That's a huge difference. Thank you for watching the YouTube videos. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below, help us out with the YouTube algorithms. And we're live 5 days a week on Twitch, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. EST. Come check us out. Thanks for watching.